Hello everyone, welcome to the next episode. In the last episode, we were making our way through the sea vault, pushed some rocks that triggered something, made our way to this house and did a little dance to get healed. Now let's continue. Here you can get the item Lucky Punch, which is an interesting item. I'm gonna have to put some items away because I'm probably getting close to my limit. But if we take a look at it, it's an interesting item. It's like a punching glove kind of thing. A glove to be held by a Chansey. It raises Chansey's critical hit ratio. So yeah, if you give that to a Chansey, it's more likely to land critical hits. Which I guess can work well since it's a pretty good wall. But anyway, let's fight this girl. I was given the best possible education to become this strong. I don't want to lose to anyone. Cool trainer, Michelle. Oh, Michelle? Anyway, let's take her on. She has 5 Pokemon. Now, I mentioned briefly in this episode, in the last episode, this is the best spot to come to when you want to do some post-game grinding. And I'll go into a little bit more detail after the fight. Ooh, Dugong. Sap it. Ninetales. Let's bring Gerson. Love Ninetales. Let's see. Ooh, Rapidash. Gerson can handle this. And final Pokemon is Girafaring. Yeah, we'll leave Gerson. And of course you go for the heal. Thank you. I feel like I have been set free by losing to you. For some reason, I get furious over the slightest thing. I will calm myself by breathing deeply. So yes, so why is this a perfect spot? Well, if you have the Versus Seeker, if you stand in this spot and activate it, you can get these 2 trainers. Given they each have 5 Pokemon and all their Pokemon reward pretty good experience, this is the best spot post-game to grind your Pokemon to do certain post-game battles. So I'd recommend coming here if you want to do some training. Not to mention the house there where you can go in there and heal by dancing. Yeah, really good grinding spot. Sea Vault Canyon. Tanoby ruins ahead. So in the last episode, we found a cave that was the Tanoby key. So there are a series of islands here. Clifford is teaching me how to paint. Painter Edina. And of course you're gonna waste time with a protect. Oh, come on! 2 protects in a row? In case you don't know, protect is supposed to start failing if you use it multiple times in a row. Good, be paralyzed. We might get in trouble for being noisy here. I said that I wanted to paint on an old building. So Clifford brought me here. Today, in addition to our lesson, we came to see the chamber. Gentleman Clifford would like to battle. Shit! Giga Drain it! Static root is 62. Gold duck. My, how extraordinary! Ah, so you are studying Pokemon on your own. Yes, you certainly are quite the extraordinary person indeed. So here's the Wealth Chamber. Or the Weaveth Chamber. So, you're gonna find Pokemon in here. These Pokemon will be the Unown. So, the Tanoby ruins, how they work, there are several islands, and each island has a chamber. And each chamber has a certain number of letters that reside within it. Some letters being more common than others. If you want to go out of your way to try and catch all the Unown, you're going to have to come in here and try to find every single letter. Now, that strength puzzle that we did in the last episode, you actually do need to do that puzzle, because you come here before doing that puzzle, the Unown are never going to spawn. That puzzle is what unlocks and unleashes the Unown in these chambers. So if you come to these chambers and come running around and being like, hey, how come I've not found a single Unown? That's your reason why. You haven't done the strength puzzle. The strength puzzle is what unleashes them. Its flat, thin body is always stuck on walls. Its shape appears to have some meaning. Though really, the Unown are not all that useful, because they only know Hidden Power, which is a random type, and I think its power is even random, based on the Pokemon's personality values and such. So yeah, it is a very situational attack, not to mention Unown doesn't have the best stats, which is kind of funny given how much the anime likes to portray Unown as like this powerful being that can like do all sorts of things when there's a mass group of them. Kind of like in the third Pokemon movie where the Unowns, the Lipu Chamber, the Unowns create like a fake Entei and like start crystallizing the world and such. It's wild. Which is funny because I remember like the ads would have being like more rare than like more powerful than Lugia, more rare than Mew. Ew, and like unbelievable power. It's like cool marketing, but the Unown suck ass when it comes to being Pokemon. Though there are 2 chambers that are of noteworthy if you're hunting for Unown. This one being the largest one in the area. A mystic Pokemon is said to sleep inside here. Benjamin and would like to battle. Let's kick his ass. And great, we got like a sunny shower happening right now. Okay, I might need to start muting. I am not much good in battle. I hear there are other ruins like this one. Might they be the resting places of some other mystic Pokemon? The Homing Chamber. So the Homing Chamber is special. There are 2 unknowns here, 1 common and 1 super rare. If I am correct about this, this chamber houses the A unknown. Which it does. As this rain does not want to go away, Jesus Christ. But the other unknown, that's the super rare one that appears at 1% of the time, is the exclamation mark unknown. So if you want to hunt for it, you can hunt for it here. Matter of fact, FireRed and Leaf Green was what introduced the exclamation mark and question mark unknowns, though you can more easily find them in other games that have the unknown, but they are typically the rarest of the unknown symbols that you can try to find. Why is it that when I want to record, it rains? Like, it's sunny out there. It's basically like a summer rain, yet it's coming down surprisingly hard. Oh, let's start heading to the next chamber. The Difford Chamber. I forget if this chamber is where you can find the question mark unknown, or if it's the next chamber over. But yeah, I wish the rain happened earlier in the video. I'm too far deep now just to scrap it. But yeah, if you want to know where every letter is, you can look up each chamber on Celebi.net or Bubble Garden to try and find out which letters is. So if you're trying to collect them all, you don't get anything for getting every single letter. But if you want to collect every one of them for your collection, then you can do that. Do you know anything about this stone chamber? Ruin Maniac Brandon. That was uncalled for! You didn't have to be so rough! How do you say that? The Survey chamber. Why? I think this might be the chamber that has the question mark? I forget which one does, but yeah. And forced into a fight. I think that's G? That one I always forget which letter that's supposed to be, but I think that's G. The Vaporous Chamber. I think it's actually one of these two chambers here that might have the question mark. S. I am curious how they're going to handle Unown in future, because they've essentially got rid of the move Hidden Power in most modern games now. So I don't know if they're planning on bringing it back whenever they have the Unown reappear, or if they're going to change Unown so that way it can learn more than Hidden Power and actually be somewhat useful. Let's take a look in the final chamber, which is the Roxy Chamber. They have weird names. X. Okay, I think this one has the question mark, because I think the one that has A, the beginning of the alphabet has exclamation, then the X here I think has the question mark, which is also a 1% encounter. But anyway, that was the ruins. So we'll end the episode here, and I'll meet you back in town. If you enjoyed this episode, do like the videos, it helps tremendously. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below on your thoughts on this episode, and share the video so that way more people can discover my content, help the channel grow. And I'll see you all in the next episode. Later.